Still unavailable for me, so
Right,
yeah.
well, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry we're a bit late, having some technical issues to start, which is not brilliant. Um, Tonight on stream, you've got myself and Hamster,
Howdy.
and this is round 3, Imola, tier 3, and we are joined very quickly and very briefly by Jampot and Unethical Toast.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yep.
The Breakfast Club.
Oh,
The
yes.
Breakfast
We're
Club.
back.
It's a bit late for breakfast, but
Oh, it's
The
breakfast
supper
somewhere in the world.
Sound as
Yeah.
good, does it?
So, how's the start to your season in your own words?
you can
Shall I
go
go
first,
first?
Jam. Yeah, go on.
I think the only words I've got to say about the start of my season are bad words, to be honest. We got, sort of a bit unlucky, crashed out last week, took some damage on the first corner, and then the first race got taken off the track a couple of times. I'm hoping today just get round turn one and then leave everyone else alone. I don't care if I'm 20th, just going to finish the race.
Well, you
That's
finished
my plan.
you finished P5 in Australia. Not a bad result.
Yeah, I got taken off twice. I know I should have finished higher there. I set my bar quite high, but
Yeah, you had quite a bit of pressure on you, didn't you, coming into the season? After the way
Especially with how
last
you
Oh,
ended
absolutely.
last season. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
understandable.
that might be the bit that kills me, all the pressure. But we'll have to see.
Well, you were the favourite, but obviously last few races you're not favourite no more. So that pressure's just gone out of the window. You can just drive to your heart's content and enjoy yourself.
That's the plan.
Pressure's for tyres, mate. Remember that.
Hey, love it, love it. A toast quote.
How about you, Toss?
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably slightly disappointed. I think I've been a bit unlucky. I had a couple of good starts. What was it? Melbourne, Australia. I had quite a good start there. Got caught.
You got caught up in
Unfortunately-
a car spun in front of you, didn't it?
Yeah, got caught, and that just sent me to the back. And then I got caught again, and that sent me back. So it was just. I think I got P8 or 9 out of that, so I was quite fortunate there. And then, what was it? China. Decent start. Got caught out by safety car, and then I had a slight mistake when the rain came down. But unfortunately, because obviously my teammate Lookman was one place behind me, it sort of made that mistake even bigger because it was just sat in the pits waiting because double
You got
stack and
double
that.
stacked.
Yeah, so it just made that mistake even bigger.
Yeah, well, you've had a P10 and a P12 in your first 2 races, and both races you were leading by some distance.
Yeah, exactly. So
Are you feeling confident for Imola? You've been practicing quite a lot. haven't you?
yeah, I did a bit of practice. Imola's quite a sort of well-known track for me, so I don't really have to practice too much. It's just one of those where you kind of you race a lot anyway, but just more strategy, just working it out really. But I'm quietly confident, but you know it's not my strongest track. But just see how it goes. Isn't it? That turn one can be a killer, so just be happy to get through the first 2 laps alive, and then work out what I'm doing after that.
Yeah. Bet into it race and just see where it goes. You don't want to get caught behind cars, do you, around here? Because it's quite difficult if you get stuck.
Exactly. Yeah.
Rest train.
So we'll see how it goes, but
Yeah, I mean, personally, I've not maybe done as much practice, but it only feels like a few weeks ago since we did it last season. Imola, it was my first like proper race. I don't really count. I think I did Australia, and that was as a reserve. And then I came in at Imola, and it's just one of those tracks that there's one place to overtake if you're lucky. So I've done as much practice as I can, just not running over track limits, and just
yeah, I think track limits
trying
will
to
be
keep
quite
it
crucial.
on. Yeah, absolutely. The last corner and the first couple of corners, and especially that it's like that downhill. Is it probably turn 7 or something like that? The right under, very easy to just go over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of oversteer on that one, don't you? So
There's some sausage curbs as well that you really do want to avoid. Like if you go
Absolutely.
over them, it's scary, quite cagey.
I was going to
Shouldn't be
say something,
too
but I thought
bad.
it might be a bit rude.
Yeah, so was I, to be fair.
So the breakfast club and sausage.
Well, I was just going to say chuck 'em on the barbecue, and I thought that's the worst joke I've ever made in my life, so I'm glad I didn't say it, and then I said it. So you know,
Right.
in for a
Right,
penny.
lads. Sorry to cut you short. We are coming up to the race start. We have just hit 8 o'clock. So final words from you guys.
Yeah, I'll go first. Best of luck, Toasty, my Breakfast Club buddy. My last words are for you. Hope you smash it.
What, smash the wall or?
Into everyone else but me.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I mean, good luck everyone, and let's just have a nice, clean race. Really, let's hope for a dry race. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Wet races can be a bit boring.
Best of luck.
Yeah, I will say best
cheers.
of luck. Both of these guys are streaming the races themselves as well, so feel free to drop your links into the stream. Hopefully,
Absolutely.
maybe a couple of viewers will want to watch you from your point of views as well.
Yep.
All right.
Find the jam pot. Cheers.
Right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
See you later.
Cheers for joining us.
See you later. And there we have it. So we're just waiting for race start now. Quite excited.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Imola's. I know a lot of people think it's a hard track to overtake and not much action, but it's a difficult technical track as well.
Yeah, there's some corners where if you get it wrong, you sort of carrying that deficit all the way to the next corner, and there's some stretches. I won't say it's an hard track to overtake on. There's definitely overtaking opportunities, but it's the DRS trains that form. That's issue.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
you're at back of one of them, like we saw it in race today, in real life race, if you're at back of one of them, it's difficult to make progress.
Well, that's it. The
So-
lack of overtaking spaces, I'd say, is more for the real life than the game. You probably get more done in the game than you can in real.
Yeah, the cars are quite big, and it's one of those tracks where it's quite narrow, so it's crucial to get your lines perfect and pick up your entry and your exit properly, get right braking zones. I think we could see a couple of strange results come out of this race, which you love to see it.
Yeah, that's it. But changing weather or changing strategies, anything could pop up here and sort of throw a spanner in the works for everyone.
Yeah, there's a moderate chance of rain, so we could have a few raindrops interfere with racing, maybe even qualifying. I know that Tier 1 had wet Q2 and Q3. I'm not sure about Tier 2.
No, we were quite lucky. We had dry all the way through, but it was overcast at the start. Well, actually, no, sorry, it was overcast all the way through quali. So track temps were a bit low, but it was dry all the way through.
Yeah, and I think the race actually, I'm not sure if it starts in daytime or whether it's qualifying that's closer to evening time and then races through day. I can't quite remember, but that obviously makes a difference to tyre temperatures and track surface temps and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You get
definitely.
less grip, but I feel like the cars they like a cooler track in some places, and it feels like this is one of those places where it prefers a cooler track. So setup's going to be crucial. And we'll see who's been putting effort in. Obviously, those guys were saying that they might not need as much practice, which it's nice to hear them confident. They've both had pretty difficult races to start this season off, so I think they need to start. They'd love to pick up a good result just to sort of kickstart their season properly.
Yeah, definitely. They need to get a good one on the board. The like I said, Toast has been up there dominating the first two races, and unfortunately been caught out by a safety car and got caught out by a spinning car in the first race.
Yeah,
So
he's just been massively unlucky.
That's it. From P1 both races, he's ended up P10 and P12. So unfortunate for him. And Jampot, yeah, like you say, I think there was a lot of pressure on him. A lot of people expecting a lot from him following on from the end of last season. He was so strong at the end of last season. I think he won 3 out of the last 5 races.
Yeah,
he
sort of dragged himself into contention, didn't he, as well? And I feel like he came into the season feeling quite good, but results that he's had to start with might have knocked his confidence a little bit.
But that's it. It's a long season. We're only at round 3 of 15, so anything can happen from here onwards.
100%.
So there's still time. He's not out of it. I'd say none of the drivers are out of it, if I'm honest.
No, not yet. It's way too early for that. You've seen how quick a season can change. I mean, we could see a new driver coming halfway through the season again and just take it by storm. You know, anything's possible.
we've seen it before. Just
No,
having a quick look at the
it's
comments. We've had Osso tune in, say good evening. We've had JJ Lato tune in. Good evening, lads. Come on, Cal T. Another podium for you, bro. Still gutted. I had to miss Friday. Nikki, I advised Nikki that it was the one and only Osso's birthday today.
All right, happy birthday, Osso.
Yeah, so I advised Nikki, and Nikki's comment is saying, I've just been informed it's the King's birthday.
The King.
Yeah, well, I wish he supported me like this. Hound saying evening, wish he was here. Yeah, wish you all the best, Hound. Hope you're recovering, mate. You just focus on getting better.
Yeah. We'll keep your seat warm for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just trying to find first car on track. There we go.
So it's Ninja. Oh,
Mechanical saying, don't talk about rain in Imola. Yeah, as we remember, I remember being sat in Ireland with Dan and Chloe, Josh and Kieran and Nikki, watching the race on the big screen. We were all cheering you on, and then you bottled it.
Yeah, you're severely disappointed, each and every one of us. There's no two ways about it.
Definitely, you made us drink more that night than we wanted to.
Yeah, some of us went to bed in tears. I'm ashamed, but we got through it. See if you can make amends for it this time round, which hopefully you can.
Blue New Souls commented as well, saying all dry, so should be in for some decent racing here. All dry, everyone should be on the dry racing setups, which, you know, it's good. We like changing conditions, it makes it difficult, but I'm sure the drivers will be happier that it's all dry.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice, simple race weekend. Easy enough, just pump laps in and just try and be first on track.
You make it sound easy.
Variable, isn't it? When you get rain introduced, it's a variable that you might not have predicted, and it can sort of upset you a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. If you practice for wet, then you're fine. You're expecting it. You're ready for it. But if you've done no practice in the wet, you'll be dreading it.
Yeah, 100%. Just riding on board with Colin, he looks to have his lines pretty much sorted, so he must have been practicing quite hard, hoping to get a good result. He doesn't seem to be making any big mistakes.
Yeah, his line through Akamina Rally looked good there as well.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little bank lap for him to put onto board. I'm not sure how quick it'll be yet, but should be a fairly decent lap time.
We've had Mark Trim jump in the comments as well, saying, evening fellas, good luck Cal T. Thanks for tuning in, Mark.
Yep, good to see you.
15.7.
That's a decent lap. That's a pretty good lap, is that?
Yeah, very good.
Ninja can only come 6/10 within that, so I think we were seeing 14s in Tier 1. Tier 2, I think, did we see a 15 in Tier 2?
I'm not sure if we dipped into the 14s. I'm not sure if the pole time was like a 14.8.
Yeah, I've got 15-1 in my head from somewhere, and I don't know if it were in practice or something, but I feel like Toast made a 15-1 somewhere. Well, last race, because that was China. Yeah, I think we could see some guys here that night and day quicker than everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. A few lads invalidating the first laps here and just pulling straight into the pit.
Yeah, it's easy enough to do. Track limits around here are pretty stable, so you know where you can and can't go.
And Toast to set 15.8.
Right, so Colin's still setting the early pace after his first lap. He'll be pretty chuffed with that.
Got a Ferrari parked at the side of the road there. That car will want to get moving before he gets disqualified.
Yeah, I think it's Saki trying to keep out at way of blue. Yeah, he's getting moving again now. So I think he was just trying to keep out at way of traffic that were coming on. So a good bit of driving from him. A nice mature bit of driving.
Yeah, one of them who were a bit overcautious. You know, there were some big gaps between drivers, and instead of pulling out, he just sat still.
It's one of those pit lanes, isn't it, where it's really hard to judge where you're going to end up coming out.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit difficult. What I was gonna say was, unethical toast normally comes out, sets a lap, which is a good lap, and then his second lap is much faster. But
Yeah.
he's backed off this lap. I'm not sure if he's just having a recharge lap or whether he'll come into the pits.
Well, if I'd
He's
have
just
come
cruising.
straight out and set a 15.8, I'd be quite happy with that. I'd come back into the pits and just take it easy. I think. I won't say retire at this point because you never know what's going to happen, but that's definitely a time when you're up in top 5 and you set a time that puts you in top 5 straight away.
Yeah.
You can take it steady for the rest of the session and feel quite safe.
That's it. Kane Lowry will be looking to improve on that though. He's set a 16.9, so he's currently sat in P10. Monkeys to Nuts a 16.8, Bark a 16.8, and Nerf Packle unfortunately a 17.2, so we will be looking to go again. We've got J-Dye currently on a lap, so we'll just stick on board with J-Dye at the moment.
The top 2 guys are just miles in front of everyone at the minute in terms of lap time.
Yeah, well that's it, half a second between Unethical Toast and Ninja though.
It's good to see Colin up there as well though, like we said after the disappointment of last season when he raced here. It's good to see that this is a track where he's actually got some form and he could seriously make amends for it as long as he keeps pumping in laps like that and don't let pressure get to him. He is someone who does attend pretty much every practice session, so he's putting in hours outside at races to get a bit quicker, and I think he's just had some tough luck in some of his races, which means he can't capitalise on his pace properly, but it'd be nice to see a change here and see him up there. I think he's long overdue a race win, so yeah, I'd be a turn up for Bucks. But he's got a lot of people that are going to be aiming to try and take that race win away from him. Jampot sat in P6, 16.3, so still we're seeing a lot of 16s being set.
Yeah, apologies, I missed J-Dye's lap there. J-Dye snuck in with a 15.8 as well. Just 100th behind Toast.
Yeah, so this could be a very tight qualifying session. If we see more guys improve, obviously, I feel like by Q3 everyone will be in 15s. I think you've got to be at that point. You've got to pick your pace up as the track improves as well. We're going to have track evolution, which will make it quicker.
I was just going to say we'll jump on board with Birthday Boy also, but he's invalidated his first flying lap.
Yeah,
not what the fans want to see. Dylan's also invalidated. T-Bag coming through Sector 1 at the moment.
Yeah, it gets turn 1 and 2 pretty nailed on. They are pretty fun corners to take in an F1 car if you nail them.
F2 cars, he looked quick there through Villeneuve as well.
Yeah, I don't know if he set a legit Sector 1, but he has got a purple Sector 1.
I think that's just because it's his first lap.
Yeah, I don't seem to be making many mistakes. I don't want to jinx it, but this is a tricky corner. Akamina Rally.
Yeah, looks like Blue's improved as well. He's set a 16.1, so he's currently sat in 4th. And Jampot's also set a 16.1. So Ninja has now dropped down to 6th.
Sorry, Clay.
Sorry, mate.
T-Bag's coming up on a bit of traffic towards the end of his lap. I believe is it Jackie? I think it's either Jackie or J-Dye. It's one at Red Bulls. I don't think it impeded him, but
Jackie's on an out lap. He's just started his first lap.
Yeah, that will have sort of distracted him a little bit, but not close enough to actually say it's impeded him.
No, but definitely not.
P10.
16.7 puts him in P10. For the time being, Gameful, only a 17 flat. I thought Gameful might have a bit of pace here, because he did well last week as well. He was just unlucky in the changing conditions.
Yeah, he needs to just remember that he did have pace to be up there. Try and put that bit of bad luck out of his mind. And we've got a pretty busy part of track at Tulsa. I think we just have 3 cars just jumping up, 2 cars jumping out of the way, so 1 car could get through. So at least he got out of the way, Gameful being one of them.
Also set his first lap and it's an 18.4, so not a good lap at all.
No, he's gonna need to
Ninja set a 16 flat, so he's jumped up to 4th.
We just nearly saw Rosso lose it at turn 1 and 2, then the Tamburello chicane.
Yeah, Carl Trim's just jumped up to P5 with a 16 flat as well. Very nice times there from Ninja and Carl. Jackie jumped up to P9 with a 16.4.
It looks like we've got a fairly quiet track at the minute. We've got some cars on laps, but we've got a fair few in pits as well. Top 3 are in pits. So
I'm just still on board with Osso here at the moment.
Is he? Does it look like he's going for a push lap and now he's 2.5 seconds down? So it makes sense for him to just use this as a recharge. And, yeah, go for another lap after. He does need to improve from that position.
On board with Luckman now. He's the only guy who's not set a time as of yet.
His teammates up in P2. Ooh, gets out of shape a little bit going through Villeneuve. Not great, but still got a fair bit of lap left to improve on that. It's a tricky corner. It's, you know, you've got to like sort of commit to your line and just go for it. And
that's exactly it. You've got to commit 100%. You can't half-heartedly go into that corner.
No, 100%.
Oh, it's invalidated.
Yeah, so just take it easy, cool down, and go for another lap. He'll have tyres underneath him. He might not have the fuel though, so we'll see if he comes into pits. Osso's come back into pits, so he'll be wanting to refuel and get back out there.
Yeah, jump on board with Saki, who's just starting another flying lap. He's currently in P17. As Gainful has improved, he's gone up to P12 with a 16.6. So still, I think that's going to be around the drop point, that, you know.
Yeah, definitely. But these times were really tight. Obviously, the top 3 are sort of removed from that, but if you go from 4th place down...
Yeah, 4th to 15th, less than 9/10.
Yeah, exactly. So all it takes is one good lap, and you could jump up like 5 or 6 places, which would be great for Q1. As we're seeing Saki, I believe that were a Sector 2, Purple Sector 2, which will be valid because he's already set a lap, so looks like he's on a good lap at the minute. Just coming through Rivazza now.
As Osso's just commented saying, man, I hate the track to drive and I'm too drunk. Don't drink and drive, Osso.
Is Osso on wheel or controller, do we know?
And Saki's just jumped to 11th.
Yeah, that's a good lap time. I think it might have been a genuine Sector 2 that he set. But obviously, there's Sector 1 and 3 to get right, and your setup can change massively, like how you perform through each sector. Sector 1 and 3, they seem to be low downforce sectors. So it's trying to find that compromise, as it is really at every track, but more so here. There's a lot of to and froing going on about do you go high downforce and go quick through Sector 2, because then you leave yourself vulnerable when it's a race as well.
Yeah, Luckman's... Sorry, mate. Luckman's just snuck in with just shy of a 16.7. Put him into P15. So I'm not too sure if that'll be enough. As we've got Nerf Pack currently on the grass, just mowing the lawn.
Finding a use for his car. I'll be wanting to improve from a 17.2. He's got it in him. He just needs to hook it up. But he's keeping out of way, so he's keeping out of way nicely.
Definitely. Gainful has improved again as well. He's now done a 16.4 and he is up to 10th place.
One of those places where you need to build confidence in it, and the only way to do that is just by doing laps. Oh no, don't do that. Yeah, Nerf Pack just took out braking boards for first chicane, so hopefully no one has racing line turned off.
Yeah, it's got even closer as well now. So 4th down to now 17th, less than 9/10.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's going to be a ruthless qualifying session. All it takes is one good improvement, one good lap, But I do feel for guys on a controller around here because it's a tricky track on controller.
And to be fair, your first 3 guys, the 3 that are in the 15s that have a bit of a gap to the guys behind them, still only 1 second covers 1st to 16th.
Yeah, that's really tight.
It's crazy close. But
it just makes me wonder how close it's going to be at Q3 as well.
This is it. This is Tier 3 doing the business again.
Yeah, 100%. They always perform. Oh. So we've got a pretty quiet track at minute now again. 5 cars on track. 6.
I think Monkey's just getting ready to go. Jackie's retired. Is that in the pits? Yeah, it is. Mechanical's retired as well.
Yeah, I can understand Mechanical being top at timesheets, but I think Jackie retiring is a bit premature.
It is, but will 8 people behind him go quicker? I don't know. At the moment, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 of them out on track. 1 on an out lap. I don't know.
We're getting to a point where if you want to try and improve on your lap time, you really do need to be leaving pits like now. And
that's it. If you want to go at it. It's on board with Monkeys at the moment as he's coming through Akamina Rally. Nice line, didn't get out of shape. 4 tenths under his personal best there. And that's it at the moment. 4 tenths from his time will see him jump from 17th to around 9th.
Yeah, this is what we're saying. Track evolution, and with how tight these times are at minute, you know, you really don't want to be retiring too early unless you're in top 4 or 5 maybe, if that. See, J-Dog's retired as well.
He's jumped up to 13th. He lost a bit of time through sector 3 though. Monkeys to nuts, but that has put him into the safe zone at the moment. Oh, what just happened then? Someone jumped up and then...
Yeah, Saki, I think. And then retired.
I think Saki retired in the pits, but somebody else jumped up. I think it was Teabag. Wow!
Right, stop saying names. Stop saying names, just talk about what you're seeing.
Yeah, because... well, it was Teabag that crossed the line and jumped up as Saki retired. And I jumped on board with Teabag, and he did exactly what I did in qualifying on my outlap. Got to turn 3, hit the inside curb, and spun and hit the inside wall. And that is Teabag out of the session.
Yeah, he's going to be out. Well, I mean, it won't make a difference, will it, whether he gets through or not, because he won't be able to qualify.
That's it, he's starting 15th at best. Dylan's taken the checkered flag. Osso's took the checkered flag. The only 2 that can jump up now are Luckman and Nerfpack.
Let's ride on board with Luckman. He's on his lap at minute. He's only 200ths under his time, so he might not have done enough here unless he finds a 10.42 in this final 2 corners. But it's possible if you nail it. Just ride on board. Oh, he does nail it as well. He gets some really sweet coming through final 2 corners then. Let's see what time he sets. He does improve P10.
P10, 16.4, which drops Kane Lowry. Nerfpack's invalidated, so Nerfpack will be out. Kane Lowry is currently 1/4 of a second under. He's at a purple sector 2, so Kane Lowry will be looking to improve now, which will drop Monkeys to nuts, who's currently in the pits.
Yeah, so
let's see what Kane can do here out of this final corner.
He's going to be close. He's done it.
P13.
P13. Great job.
Wow, Saki. See, you know, Saki, we thought he were brave dropping, retiring when he did.
Yeah.
And he's got through there by the skin of his teeth.
Oh yeah, by the skin of his teeth, definitely. It's a balance. That sometimes you think you're safe, and then you'll just drop. It's happened to me a few times. It's happened to you a few times.
Definitely.
It can happen to anyone. If you're below a certain point, you really do want to just be remaining there just in case. you've got nothing to lose by doing a final lap at the end of the session anyway. You've got everything to gain.
I think that's it. I think a couple of guys sort of tend to hope for an extra set of tyres in the later quali sessions.
Yeah, that's a good point. But honestly, I think when you're at bottom 10 especially, I think your priority should just be getting through, and everything will sort itself out after that. Usually anyway. But there we have it. There we have our first Q1 classification. So
yeah, Mechanical Toast and J-Doy setting the pace. Oh, Jampot snuck in the 15s as well there with a 15.982.
Yeah, that went under
the radar. Yeah, definitely. And there you go, less than 9 tenths from 1st to 17th.
It's a big shame for Teabag. I was expecting him to... Well, he would have been through, that's the thing. That's what makes it even more of a shame.
Yeah, well, that's it. He set a brilliant lap time, a 16.520, which would have had him in P14. And then, unfortunately, lost it out of turn 3. So we have lost Osso, Nerf Pack. I forgot who the rest were. Monkeys to Nuts. Teabag crashed out.
We lose Dylan as well, or is he through? I think I saw Dylan's name down there, but I'm not 100% sure. It did seem to catch us by surprise then, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, Dylan. Sorry, Dylan went out, yeah.
So we're seeing familiar faces in Q2. I think guys that are performing at peak at minute. See if Mechanical can...
and Nerf Pack as well, I believe we lost.
Yeah, I think you said Nerf Pack though.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Yeah, it's trivial anyway, it's trivial.
Just having a catch up of the comments. Dan put a wave in there. Hello, Dan. Also said I'm done, was 2 seconds up. Dan put hashtag #OsNo. Also has confirmed he's on controller.
Yeah, it is a really tricky track to nail on controller because you've just sort of got to get it perfect. If you get it wrong through one of the chicanes, yeah, you'll have to carry that through the rest of the lap. So yeah, it's understandable. It's a shame, but it's understandable.
Also, as said, he's just going for driver of the day.
Right, yeah.
So Dan said also P20 to P1.
Happy birthday, also. If that actually happens now, that'd be incredible. But we're commentators, we've got to remain impartial.
Oh, God. So, Milan... Someone called Milan's commented saying, come on, cousin Osso, was a good birthday. Osso said, haha, it was, Milan. Why did you feed me all those drinks? You've clearly ruined his race.
I can see it now. Osso's there going, I'm racing, and guys don't understand what we mean when we say we're racing. They don't know how important it is.
And we've had a comment there from CDR Racing League saying, have an awesome birthday. Osso.
Right, so you got the league commenting.
Yeah. Impressive. See that? I did that without even typing.
Very impressive. The league as an entity has spoken to Osso. Just riding on board with Carl Trim, doing a bit of warming of his tyres. Going through Variante Alta. I think that's Variante Alta. Yeah. I do know the corner names. It's just they're a bit mixed up at the minute.
Yeah, a lot of the names are very similar.
Well, there's one that's Akamina Rally. It just means mineral water.
Yeah, and Akamina Rally I know, and there's another one that means something as well.
Let's ride on board with Caltrim as he starts his lap, and I'll walk you through it. He's coming up to Tamburello chicane, which is named Tamburello because the corner was called Tamburello before, obviously, the Senna crash. And we're coming up to Villeneuve, the second chicane. That's followed quickly by Tosa, and he gets that nailed on. That's a brilliant line through there. He's on for a good lap. So coming through Tosa now, you want to short shift it up a little bit to control that wheel spin, and he seems to get that pretty well. He's got a purple sector one, but again, that could just be his own time. Now we're going through Piratella. And his lines are pretty good at minute coming down to Akamina Rally. It's his trickiest corner on track in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's off
definitely.
camber coming out of it, and you can lose it quite easily. Now we are coming up to the final chicane variante alta, and takes the right amount of curb. Don't think he invalidated. A good sector 2 under his belt, and now finally coming down to final 2 corners on track. It's Rivatsa 1 and Rivatsa 2. His lines, his lines are pretty good. It might not set the timing sheet alight, but it'll definitely be a solid lap time, and he can be pleased with that. And yeah,
15.8.
So
while we were blessed by your commentary there through the lap, we did lose King Luckman out of turn 3, and we lost J-Doy at Villeneuve.
Right, yeah. So tricky corners, and you can sort of imagine what actually took place. It's one of those places, Villeneuve. It's the entry and the exit are tricky. Usually it's one or the other, but
well, that's it. You've got to commit, but you've got to avoid the curb. You have to take the right amount of curb. If you take too much, you're screwed. You don't take enough, you compromise your exit, and it is a very difficult corner.
But it's easy enough for us up in commentary to say that, but
wow,
when you're in an actual qualifying session, 15.4.
Batman do with a 15.4, beautiful lap time though.
Just been plugging away, just getting on with his own session. As I was saying, it's these guys are feeling pressure. They'll have sweaty palms, and Baratz will be racing. So it's really hard to analyse it on the fly when you're actually doing it. But they seem to be coping quite well. Got a Gameful on a 117.1, so a bit of an anomaly. Not sure what happened with his lap time there, but we're seeing a lot more 15s getting set now.
Yeah, that's it. I wonder whether that's track evolution or the guys just get embedded in a bit more now, maybe taking a bit more risk. That would explain how we've lost 2 drivers as well so far.
Yeah, it'd be a combination of both, won't it? You get better and better as you go through qualifying. And obviously track improves as well. And if you can make the most of it, you're unstoppable.
I will just say, Josh, Aidan Gray's commented regarding your commentary through the lap. Right. He said you should sign up for a comms job with F1.
Yeah, move over, Crofty. No, I don't. I'm good. I'm good because I love CDR. I love CDR more than I love F1. So.
No, your knowledge of F1 helps. It makes it easy, especially when you're commentating on a lap.
Yeah, I should have put notes together so I could have got championship standings and everything for us, but it's still early days, so it's all a little bit inconsequential at the minute.
Yeah, we discussed a few. Massively. We discussed a few results early on, obviously with Toast and Jampot in there.
And I think we pulled a blind two of those two.
Yeah, 2 of the title favourites. Yeah. Toast, definitely. With how we started this season, absolutely smashing laps, smashing lap times, quali sessions, the race, dominated both races, but lost it.
And he's up there again. He's up there in P2 again. It's just that is a big deficit to P1 though. Obviously it's Q2, so as long as you get through to Q3, that's all that matters. But if I were in his position right now, I'd be looking at that 410s wondering, can I beat that?
Yeah, that is a brilliant lap time there from Bach.
It's definitely a marker that's been laid down.
Yeah, definitely. And I wonder if he's confident enough to just sit in the pits and leave it now, and not bother another lap in this session, and just save it all for Q3.
Yeah, you sort of, 7 minutes left. I think you sort of start feeling that confidence when it gets to maybe 3-4 minutes left. But track evolution round here, we've only raced here twice, so we don't know a whole pile about the track and how it evolves and stuff. Not as much as we would, for example, Silverstone or Hungary or something like that. So it's still quite a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, well, that's it. I've just thought about the tyre strategies, so I've just had a quick look. Gameful set his 17.1 on the medium tyres, so he's the only one of the top 10 on mediums. Saki's lap was set on mediums, and Jampot's lap was set on mediums.
Yeah.
As Kate Lowry's set a 16 flat and gone to P6.
Ooh, not much between him and Jackie at minute. Not a lot at all. 3,000ths of a second.
Saki's still on mediums at the moment, and it looks like he's pushing for another lap here.
So it looks like he's genuinely trying to qualify on mediums then, which is good to see. A bit of variation in strategy. And if everyone else goes on softs and it turns out to be a wrong call, he could have pulled a blinder. I do feel like the right strategy to be on would be to start on the softs, but there's some and ahhing about whether it's good to go on to mediums or the hards, or just it depends on your pace really. But I think the most widely used strategy in Tier 1 was the soft medium. I myself started on mediums for some reason, can't quite remember why, along with no fandangle.
I started on mediums myself.
It's one of those, isn't it, where if you don't get an early safety car, you're sorted, but so often we do see an early safety car through no fault of the driver. Sometimes it is just genuinely a slight driver error that puts them into barrier, but we do see quite a lot of early safety cars. And
Saki's only managed a 17.2 on the mediums though. Gameful's still sat in the pits. His time 17.1 on his mediums is still enough to seem safe at the moment. Blue has invalidated, so he's not improving. Saki's retired. He's lost it. He's lost it out of turn 3. It looks like. Ooh. Got a Haas coming through though. Is that Toast? Yeah, we can see him there. He's done a Senna.
Oh no! Thought we didn't get that caught on stream. Yeah, Toast. I think he'll just be doing exploration laps at this point, because a 15.8, it's not. Well, having said that, there's only 2 attempts down to P7s, so yeah, wow. I think he might be wanting to improve a little bit on that.
Right, there's been a lot of comments coming in here, so I'm just going to have a read through.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, so obviously Aiden tipped you for a job with the F1 comms. Dan said only the best for CDR.
Yeah.
Aiden said Josh and Crofty, wow. Dan get working. Dan said some say he's known to the admins as Crofty Josh.
Jesus. These are unforgivable.
Yeah, some of these are bad. And then Nikki commented saying Jeremy sometimes.
Jeremy, yes. Jeremy, she's called Jeremy into existence. What
Blue, wow, Blue, what a lap. 15.7 puts him P2.
Yeah, that's put him right in the mix. We're starting to see some protagonist form, aren't we?
Yeah, well that's it. Gameful will Gameful is just about to start a hot lap now on a set of softs. So he knows that medium lap's not enough. But now Jampot's sat in P10, he's currently in the pits. So he'll have to come out as well.
He's coming out as we speak. He's on the soft tyre. He's got his teammate behind him, so he'll be wanting to dive out at way of him. Bit of a difficult place to do it, I might add, but he's coming up on a bit of clear track. Or is he trying to give him a slipstream, possibly? Yeah, I think he was trying to give him a bit of a cheeky slipstream, so it's nice to see a bit of teamwork coming into it.
Ken Lowry's retired in the pits.
Right, that's brave. That's very brave. Hopefully it pays off here, but we could be seeing it all come alive.
Well, that's it, especially with the lads behind him going out on the soft tyres. We are only going to lose one driver here because 3 have already retired.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2 DNFs, 1 retire. Oh, sorry, no, 3 DNFs, aren't they?
I just want to add that bit of teamwork then from Jampot and Dimster. Jampot giving Dimster a slipstream through pretty much the entirety of Sector 1 and then just diving out at way. That could make a massive difference to Dimster's lap time. Hopefully Jampot can improve as well, because it'd be a shame. It'd probably be the wrong bit of karma for him if he helps his teammate out.
Gameful's improved at 16.2, but only puts him P9.
He's got time for another lap, so it could be between Williams is here.
Yeah, Dimster didn't improve though.
Yeah. And he did get a nice bit of slipstream, so let's just see what Jampot can do riding on board with him for his lap. Let's get the lap data up.
Yeah, sorry, bud. There's still more comments. Aidan Gray said this was a quote as well. And today on comms for the first Miami GPs, Hamster and Crofty. CDR Racing League commented saying, I don't know if F1's ready for the hamster. As Toast, there you go, Toast has improved. A 15.3 puts it on provisional pole.
Ooh, so he has toppled Bark's time.
Yeah, just wonder whether he's used an extra set of tyres though when there was not really a need to.
No, it says he's done 2 laps on these softs, so I'd imagine that same set of tyres, which will actually put him at a disadvantage.
As Dimster has just moved out of the way of Jampot there.
Yeah, and Jampot is under his time as well. Whether it'll be enough, that's another question, but we'll see.
Oh, 16.3 puts him just above his teammate. But
right
he's now giving his teammate a bit of a slipstream down the straight. He's too far away to pick that up.
Yeah, I'd be being a bit selfish at this point and saying, nah, you can fend for yourself. But your teammates to a point, but it's between the two Williams, there's a bit of inter-team drama going on there. Jampot does dive out that way pretty safely as well.
Yeah, Dimster's 3 tenths over his time here, so it doesn't look like he'll be improving.
I'm still a bit nervous for him though.
Dan has... Oh, sorry. Aiden's called you the Jeremy Clarkson of comms. Dan said you're in contract at the moment, maybe next season.
Yeah, but it's unpaid.
Dan has said his contract can be bought out, but bring plenty of money.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I like I've just become the topic of the comments.
Yeah, well, this is it. There's a whole conversation here going on. Aiden's then said, effective immediately, the F1 Corporation's bought a hamster from CDR.
My first port of call would be to merge CDR with F1 as a whole. F1 would be sponsoring CDR. There's no two ways about it.
So we can get an augmented reality league going on. So we can have unethical toast racing Max Verstappen into turn 1.
And our motto would be the pinnacle of league racing. That would be tremendous. That'd be biblical. Yeah, Dimster's not quite improved, so I think Jampot's going to be thanking his lucky stars for that. But you love to see a bit of teamwork, just not when the teammates are battling each other to get out of Q2. But you do love to see it. And it looks like, that's pretty much all she wrote for Q2. Shame to be losing, guys, that we are losing.
Jampot lucky to get through there.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth again, just by a tenth of a second. But he's done what he needs to do, and he's there. He's in the conversation for Q3 now, which is the main thing. You can forget about Q2 once you get through to Q3.
And you've got 2 blinding laps there from Toast and Bartmandu, but still there's only a second from 1st to 10th.
Yeah, so it's very tight, incredibly tight. Hopefully this transfers over to race as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Territory, it becomes the smallest mistakes can make a difference between 2 or 3 places, and that's what we love to see as viewers.
Yeah, definitely. So from that Q2 session, Unethical Toast setting the pace just ahead of Batmandu, who had a brilliant lap there. Blue just a few tenths off. Gameful jumping up the leaderboard as well from that Q1 session. But unfortunately, we are losing King Luckman, Jadoy, Sackett, and Dimster.
So Haas's horrible start to the season continues. And I'm not knocking King Luckman. I think as a whole, the Haas team, probably with the exception of Colin and Ethical Toast, have been underperforming slightly based on what we know we can do. So, yeah, it's still all to play for, though. I mean, he's still starting quite close to the top 10, and obviously he's only 1 place away from a points paying position. So, no, sorry, he isn't a points paying position. He's in P15. Is it P14?
Yeah, 14. We had Teabag who crashed out in Q1.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Did have a fast enough lap to see him through, so he will be starting 15th.
He'll be kicking himself for that.
Yeah, a couple of comments again. Well, sorry, there's a lot of comments. We've got 30 viewers at the moment, so thanks to everyone who's tuning in. Thanks for keeping the commentary so active. JJ Lato has said, love how tight this tier is, therefore the best in CDR to watch.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and Dan corrected him saying all 4 tiers of ours are the best in league racing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're all unique in his own special ways. That's what makes CDR such a good place to be.
Yeah, I agree with JJ's next comment. Tier 3's in a league of its own. And I'm not going to lie, it has been for, well, the last 3 seasons. Season 1, getting the guys up and running was different. And then from season 2 onwards, the racing here has been so close.
Yeah, it's been incredibly tight. You see drivers that, you know, they're just coming into it, maybe developing, but you also see drivers that have been there for a while. And you do sort of have a skill level thing as you go through it, but you see the guys that are starting to develop actually challenging established guys, which is really cool to see. You don't really necessarily see that in Tier 1.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think a good example of this here is just looking at the 10 who are in this now. You've got Blue New Soul, who started last season. Oh, Ken Lowry's, sorry, just dipped straight into... Mechanical, sorry, dipped straight into the pits. Not too sure what happened there.
Installation.
But you got Blue New Soul, who's, you know, started as a Pot 4 driver, constantly in the bottom 5 at the beginning of last season. He had consecutive podiums towards the end of the season and was challenging at the front. And then he started this season with the same sort of momentum. And you know, he's up there. He's improved massively. He's found bags of pace.
Yeah, and now he's one at main. I'd say one at main title contenders if he can keep it all hooked up. And that's all it takes. Sometimes all it takes is one good result at the right time, and it can just completely switch your season round. Or if it's towards end of one season, your next season could be, you know, remarkably strong. Which is, I think that's what sets Tier 3 apart, especially, is that you never know who's going to get a good result and how that can affect their season. Like Gameful, I think Gameful's found a nice turn of pace. Like last race, he were up there and just got a little bit unlucky. And this race is ensured that he's through to Q3. He's always had pace, but it's been sporadic, and it looks like he's finding a bit of consistency now, which is the main thing. As Blue sets a 16-1 as a bank collapse, so... Yeah,
not a bad time for a first lap there, and then Ninja just sort of blows it away there half a second quicker at 15.6.
That's a mighty lap time by Ninja.
I was trying to find Ken Lowry there, but I missed him.
16.9. So we're seeing quite a mix, quite a variation. I know we've only had 3 times, but that's quite a wide window of lap. So he must have had a mistake somewhere.
Definitely a big gap there. As Bark sets 15.9, not a bad first lap there. I'm just on board with Carl at the moment as he's coming through, just coming up to Akamina Rally now. Keeps it, bit of curve. Looked like he might have lost the rear there a little bit.
See how he does through chicane. It's these curves that are a big problem. You've really got to violate that first curb and just get it switched straight away for the second curb. And that's what makes it tricky for a controller, is that change of direction that you need. But he looks to have kept it nice and tidy through the latter part of the lap.
Yeah, definitely.
A 16. Yeah, 16 dead, so that puts him third. Kane Lowry will be looking to improve. I don't know if he's doing another lap now, but he's got time to do another fast lap, get into the pits, but he's ducking into the pits, which, you know, it sort of makes sense. Just come in, regroup, put new tyres, underfuel your car, and just blast around for the final part.
Yeah, Toast is just coming up to the line now at 15.3.
Will we see that topped? I'm not quite sure we will, you know.
Bark's coming into the pits. We've got Gameful just coming round the last 2 corners now.
Mechanical. He's one that's. Well, I mean, I personally haven't been on board with him that much just because I've not actually caught one of his laps, but he's on his lap at the minute, and he's just gone through Variante Alta, and it looks fairly tidy, I must add. So he's going to be looking at a pretty strong lap, unless he's had a mistake that I haven't picked up on, or unless he bottles it now. But he's kept it nice and tidy again through Rivazza, so let's see what time he sets. It's going to be a good one, but it's not going to be good enough. Yeah, he's sort of
16.6, and Jackie just behind setting a 16.5.
So we're seeing a couple of drivers by the looks of stuff that are just struggling to keep up with track evolution.
And that's it now. The Mechanical's got the fuel light flashing, so as Jackie's has just started flashing as well, so I'm not sure they'll have enough fuel to keep going.
They've got enough time to get back in and just take it steady until final 2 minutes. I think you do want to be out on track with a minute and a half to go.
As Mechanical has commented saying that he invalidated out of the last turn, so it invalidated his next lap, that's why he pulled into the pits.
Right. Yeah, it's a sucker in it when that happens.
Lutman commented saying, bit of chaos, it could be a repeat of last week. He started around the same place last week and managed the P3 in the end.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Cheers for reminding us. So you have got fighting spirit.
As X has joined the comments and decided to start counting comments, which has then triggered the lads adding numbers in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Lutman and Dan both saying 4, so Lutman told Dan he's out. This is more exciting than the race so far. Dan's putting all his eggs in Ninja's basket. Ninja has pole, he'll hook his last lap up.
Right.
As Carl's thrown in a 15.5 there. Brilliant lap time there from Carl, puts in P2.
Still think Toast is out of reach with that lap time, you know.
Let's see what Jam can do.
Yeah, the other half of the Breakfast Club. Hope he's not listening in at the minute. Oh, he gets that really nice. Car gets out of his way nicely as well. Purple sector 1. I need to stop saying that on the first lap.
He's not set a lap yet. Neither's Gameful, who's currently on his out lap.
Oh, he gets a little bit of traffic going through there then. I think that might have distracted him a little bit because he did go a bit wide at the apex, didn't quite make it. Hopefully it didn't impede him too much.
That's one of them corners though you can have different lines into, so it didn't look too bad.
Yeah, it's all about your exit really and making sure you don't invalidate, and he gets the chicane a little bit messy as well. Doesn't quite maximise his exit. I don't know, it could be touch and go for Jampot at minute. Falling on dire straits. But he's gonna see this lap out till the end.
16.2.
And he did run out of ERS momentarily towards the end of his lap then. So
yeah, 7th place.
Has he got time to improve? There's a yellow flag and I wish it'd go away because there's no need for him.
I think that's a car in low fuel mode. I think that's Jackie.
Yeah. 3 minutes 11.
3 minutes 11. Yeah, Gameful's just starting his first flying lap now.
I think Jampot might have left it too late to do a final lap here. Ooh, very nice. Slows up a little bit on exit, but the entry was particularly strong going through there then.
Do you not find Tulsa such a difficult corner? Even though it seems simple.
Yeah, there's a number of ways
there's
you can
different lines into it, and it's just trying to find the best one.
I think the line differs from qualifying to race. In race, you want to be keeping that inside covered, but in qualifying, it is more about your exit out of that corner. So maybe going deeper into it, and then just getting traction down and straightening up and just powering out.
Yeah.
That can see benefits through qualifying, but it's one of those corners where, as long as you maximise your attack the right way, I don't think any one approach has got a massive advantage over the other.
Yeah, well, that, like you just said, going deep and getting a better exit is probably better for quality, as Gameful sets a 16.3, only puts in P8. I've got Mechanical currently on a lap, he's almost 9/10 under his personal best.
Right.
So let's see what he can set.
Yeah, he's committed. He's committed. That was mega going through there then.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to say, as you said, taking a deep line into Tosa for quali works, but in a race, you might not want to take that line because then you might end up with a car up your inside, or...
Yeah, that's it. 100%. You need to keep the space covered. You can't risk a car sticking it up inside.
Colin's throwing everything at this now. There you
Wow.
go. 15-3
Wow.
takes provisional pole. Wow, what a lap.
Toast has got a response. Because it's only fine margins now, and Toast is under his time. He's got a bit of traffic. It's Bartmandu. He gets out at way nicely, so he's coming up to Variante Alta. And he's a 10th under his time. This could be a pole time, you know. Oh, and he goes wide through chicane. Is he invalidated? Definitely not, but it did affect his exit. Yeah, he's backed off. Maybe backing off to do a final attempt at a flying lap, so I'm going to remain on board with Toast and see what he does. Yeah, he's gearing back up. Has he got any fuel in car?
I'm on with Gameful as he's just starting a flying lap here. I think he's just ahead of Toast on track.
So Toast has got enough fuel because he's going for a final flying lap, and he needs to make it happen. Ooh, he's right on the limit, Clay.
Ken Lowry's just made it across the line as well, with a couple of seconds to go there to start his final lap.
So God knows how Toast didn't invalidate them, but he is a 10th over his lap. So he's as it stands, he's not on to improve.
Let's see, Gameful's half a second under.
Wow. That could be a pretty good lap time for Gameful coming towards end at lap now. He's got pretty much all hard parts out of the way.
Well, that's it. Half a second would only move him up 3 places. This is how crazy how close this is.
Yeah, 100%. Toast is 2/10 over his lap. So maybe he's just used his tyres up.
Let's see what he does. Gameful. Wow, 15.5 puts in P3.
Wow. Cracking job by Gameful there. He's put himself right in that conversation for the race.
Ninja's invalidated, Blue's invalidated, Jackie's invalidated, Kane Lowry currently coming through the last 2 corners. He's not invalidated. Let's see what he can do.
You look committed enough.
He doesn't improve. He did improve, but not enough.
Yeah, so it's a shame for him, and that just makes contact with Ninja's car.
I think that would have been in AI as the computer took control there.
5-second penalty. Yeah, crazy. So I couldn't have predicted that before Q3. Mechanical on pole. Brilliant job. And Toast did look like he was challenging, but he just messed up, exit out at final chicane. And yeah, that were it for him. And it's a shame because it would have been very close.
Look at that, again, less than a second covering the top 10. But look how close it is. Pole to 6, less than 4 tenths.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, before we get this race started, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just have to go and wet my throat. And we'll be back with you, ready for this race start. It's going to be a classic.
Yeah. So your top 10 for qualies: Mechanical, Toast, Gameful, Cal Trim, Ninja, Blue New Soul, Bartmandu, Jampot, Jackie, and Kane Lowry rounding up the top 10. So we're going to have an interesting race here. Is Colin trying to make amends for how last season's race here went? I know last season he got caught out with the wet weather, so this race will surely go more to plan, being dry all weekend. As Mechanical's just pointed out, he's had a double pole in Imola. I guess this is just your track. No, brilliant lap there. Didn't really see anyone beating Toast lap, but you proved us wrong, mate. Brilliant lap. Steve's commented his predictions. He's put Mechanical for the win, Gameful second, and Blue News Soul third.
I'll tell you what, Steve, you might not be in best position at the minute, but you couldn't ask for better entertainment, buddy.
I will just say, I don't think that's a bad actual prediction there from Steve.
No, 100%. But it's tier 3, innit?
But that's it. It means Carl, Ninja, and Toast having some more unfortunate events.
I would like to see Ninja get a good result.
Yeah, he deserves one. He deserves one for how long he's been dealing with this. You know, being at the front, setting decent quali laps, and then getting caught up in some.
I think once we see him get a good win, I think we'll start to see many more wins from him.
Oh, we've got an ambitious fan here, Albert, saying Nerf Pack for a podium. I mean, Nerf Pack is one of my constructors' teammates. I'm in the Alfa Romeo myself. I'd love for him to get a podium. I just don't think it's possible. Although he is running my setup, so I'll take any blame for his finishing position.
And he'll take all credit if he wins.
As Hounds also said, Osso will be fourth. Nicky's comment is saying Osso P1, come on, it's his birthday.
Well, that's it. You're only saying this because it's his birthday.
Yeah, we don't want other drivers let him win. That's not how it works. I think I'm not sure if when I won last season at Spa, I'm not sure if that was my birthday weekend, and I felt like it was given to me. It takes away a little bit. It doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely.
Dan saying medium runners, good position if there's no safety car.
Have we got any medium runners? Have a look. Yeah, we've got a fair few. We've got Monkey starting on hard, so that could be it's a fairly interesting strategy call from Monkeys. I do think the mediums have got the advantage, but the softs are a lot quicker. They are a lot quicker.
Definitely. Also, Dan saying don't use my setup because I only did one lap practice.
Right. I think he did a bit more than one.
We'll just ignore that. He's talking about me.
Oh, right.
As that's it, 5 lights. And away we go.
Let's see what happens at the
dodgy camera angle here.
Wow.
Camera angle showing me right from the back of the grid. But Ninja's
just made a brilliant start. He's up to P2. Mechanical had a pretty okay start, but he's struggling a little bit. Ninja's coming a cropper and he's up to P3 still. He's dropped back. He's in P4 now. Cal's up to P2. It's all changing. Toast is just romping away.
Who's that? Gameful's just collected Ninja into Villeneuve.
No. The Nerf Pack's retired as well.
Oh no.
Dear. Safety car. Right, so the mediums. Oh, it's unlucky for them. All action. That start was incredible. Toast just did everything he needed to do. Colin sort of got bogged down.
Ninja was in a good position there, still looking at challenging Mechanical. It looked like Gameful was trying to go at the inside of Ninja at Villeneuve, which I don't know. From my point of view, though, it looked like Gameful caused that, but the commentator's angle isn't the best to see. Unfortunately, we don't get replays on that.
But Ninja did have a blinder of a start. He went up from what were it, P4, P5 up to P2 before first corner.
Yeah, Albert's
massive disappointment for him.
Albert's just commented saying my prediction didn't last long as Nerf Pack has DNF'd.
Yeah, that's right. You got the curse of the Albert. Though Toast did everything he needed to do, and he had a healthy lead as well. that safety car sort of saved everyone else.
Steve did comment saying Ninja crashed the second corner. It turns out he crashed in the fourth corner. Wow.
I'm struggling to keep up with that race start. So much happened, and we're all up at front as well. Usually it's down back that you see all action happening, but it was people changing round up front and everything. But it just blew me away. The start that Toast had, he just dispatched Collins straight away, just took him out of the equation, and he had a second lead. He had a second lead before his safety car came out, so that's going to be encouraging for his race. For once, he's not on the other side of bad luck.
The thing is he's done this the last 2 weeks. He has pulled away from the start and led with, you know, a crazy gap for the last 2 races, and he's finished P10 and P12.
That'll be playing on his mind, 100%.
And that's it. Surely he must be thinking the bad luck's got to end. The bad luck's got to end. But I think, you know, people like J-Doy there, in 5th place on the mediums, will be sat looking at this going, I'm not really in a bad position here.
No, yeah. I mean, an early safety car, sometimes it can be bad for mediums, but all this is doing really well is playing into hand at soft runners. It's helping them extend these softs out to a point where they can safely pit and carry mediums through to end. But Ninja's still in race. It's worth adding, and it doesn't look like he's got any damage, so you know, it's not over for Ninja yet. He's got no penalties, he's got no damage. Yeah, he's lost out at the start big time, but it's one of these tracks where you know you can't make any predictions until probably halfway through the race, and a lot could happen yet.
Yeah, just having a look at the position changes here. So the biggest winner so far is Osso, 10 places. We've got J-Doy up 8 places, Luckman up 7, Saki up 6. And biggest losers being Gameful and Ninja down 15 and 12 positions.
I know I've said it already, but I'm disappointed for Ninja. Not in him, I'm disappointed for him. You know, it's a shame. After the start that he made, he could have been challenging for race lead. What's
crazy there is, as we got to the point before the safety car came out, so as like Osso and that, as Ninja and Gameful were coming to Villeneuve, Kane Lowry was in 19th position. He was behind Nerfpack when Nerfpack crashed out. And now Kane Lowry's up in 10th.
Yeah, he just threaded his way through chaos, didn't he? Incredible start. Some people have really benefited from that race start. Others have lost out.
I think it's more down to people pitting behind him. So Blues pitted and put a set of mediums on. Barks pitted, put a set of mediums. Dylan, Jackie both put mediums on. Ninja's put a set of softs on, and Gameful's put a set of hards on.
Right, so a mix of strategies, and again, it's still a bit early to know which strategy is going to work for sure. But yeah, this is going to be one of them races where I don't think we're going to be able to predict it.
We've got the message there, safety car in this lap. So
nice
Toast will now be looking at backing this pack up.
Yeah, these camera angles are a bit dodgy around here, aren't they? Don't really get a lot of the action, but he backed it up nicely coming into the final turn now, and he's gonna. No, he's not backed it up enough, has he?
Yeah, this is gonna be close.
Right at the last second, so he didn't.
It's a short pit entry in it, so he might have got away with it though. But he has got. Wide. Oh wow, Carl's got past him. Oh. Has Colin done it as well?
No, not quite.
No, Colin.
Oh, wow.
This is a lovely shot now here. The helicopter shot through Villeneuve when they're all so close together is a brilliant shot.
Just right on board with Colin, see if he can maintain that gap to Toast and hopefully keep up.
We've lost Jackie out of Villeneuve as well. And he's had a collision. Is that Ninja?
Yep.
Yeah, Ninja. Ninja's like it. Oh, he spun again. Yeah, he spun again out of Tulsa. Ninja is just the incident magnet here.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I feel for him, but look, we've still got a race in his hands. You know, anything could happen. Safety car could come out, bring him back into it. But we've got a very close race going on up front. Collins.
Yeah, Carl's done well for pull a gap there. 1.5 seconds on toast.
And jump it up to P4. But he is dropping back slightly from the top 3. Mechanical is keeping up with Toast. He's going to go for an overtaking to Tamburello. He's going to go for it inside. He's been spun.
He spun.
Oh, I think it was slightly ambitious, possibly. And it's a shame for him, but, you know, Tamburello's one of those corners where you really do need to make it clear what you're doing.
It invites you in. It invites you in to make a move, but it's not an easy place to make a move, as you know we've seen in the real F1 as well. It's not a given. Oh, as J-Doy goes around the outside of Jampot there.
Yeah, Jampot going very slowly.
Very slow. He's on the brake constantly. Look at his telemetry. Yeah, it looks like there might be a bit of an issue there. However, it's just him. He's got a lazy foot. I don't know.
So we're seeing mechanical failures coming into it. I thought we had them turned off.
Yeah. Oh, he's having one of Dan's issues. His pedal's disconnecting or something.
He might have broken his toe again.
He's got COVID in his feet.
Oh, we're sorry, Jampot. We're sorry. It's just too easy. It's too easy. But he's still up in P5, and it looks like his brake troubles have been alleviated. So
yeah, it looks like they've sorted now.
But look at Saki up to P4.
Yeah, brilliant drive here so far from Saki.
Mega start, and he's up mediums as well. So if he can maintain his gaps at front 3,
that's what I was just going to say. You've got J-Doy, Saki on the mediums, Luckman, Dimster, and Osso as well. Osso up to P8. Osso is going for driver of the day.
Yeah, he's got that birthday pace pushing him along, and he's been making wonders of it at the minute. We are seeing quite a lot of close racing. A lot of cars that are quite close together. We're going to see a DRS train start to form shortly, though.
Yeah, DRS should be activated this lap. I'll be back in just a second.
Yep, no problem. We've got a yellow flag coming up for some reason. That's a Ferrari going slowly. Is that mechanical? No, it's Kane Lowry that spun it coming out of Akamina Rally. It's a shame for him, but at least Ninja's got someone to catch up to. Yeah, not a lot of wheel-to-wheel racing going on at the minute, but we have got a lot of cars close together, just like we saw in Australia as well. And we know that Tier 3, it's dynamite when cars are close together. You know, we had 6 cars in one place at one point in Australia, and as a commentator that was frightening, quite frankly. I've never actually seen anything like that, but we are seeing a DRS train form. Monkeys gets overtaken by Gameful, and he gets that move done nicely before Samborello, and is sticking into the slipstream of Park now. Teammates as well, so they're going to be wanting to keep it clean. Gameful's looking like he has got a little bit of pace on these hard tyres, which is encouraging, because you know, if we get maybe another safety car, there's no reason why these hard tyres can't carry it to end at race. That's what he's going to be hoping for anyway. Obviously, we're hoping we don't get another safety car, but as we see Jampot getting close to the back of Saki as well. I'm not quite sure who you guys are riding on board with, but I'm flicking through field as I'm going along. Yeah, I mean, it's still too early to call who the protagonists are in this race, but Carl, he's romping away at the start, at the lead, so he's got a 2-second gap already. And then Beneficial Toast has got a 2-second gap to J-Doy as well, so the front are starting to space out a little bit, and I think it's going to be more strategy that dictates what happens up there now. Toast is still in this race and he's not had too much bad luck at the minute. I think, you know, he's not made up any places or lost any places based on where he started. He's still in P2, so he's just doing what he needs to do to get some points on board. Obviously he would want a race win, but I think he'd take a P2 after the look that he's had at the minute. Race wins can come later. As Blue overtakes Dimster.
Sorry, just looking at the comments. Nicky's commented saying Osso's going for the win. He's had his Dutch scourge.
There's plenty of that. Teabag's following closely behind Osso at minutes, so he's going to be wanting to spoil his party. Monkeys picks up a penalty, and Luckman picks up a penalty as well, but Luckman up in P6. So the Haas team are by far the strongest team in race at the minute. We are going to see a few more penalties get picked up.
Yeah, Dimster's lost it through Akamina Rally there.
Shame for Dimster. But at least now we've got a free car battle at the back of the grid as well as at the front. Ninja, you can see Kane Lowry coming up, so yeah, it's going to be a bit of motivation for him to keep pushing. When you have a start like that and a bit of bad luck like that, it's all too easy for your motivation to just dip. But
yeah, Teabag's got his DRS now, and also he's looking to get a move done here into turn 1. Oh, they're very close.
Really, yeah, quite extravagant driving from Teabag there, but he gets overtake done as he got to give that position back. I don't believe so. Gameful picks up a penalty. So
Barks made a move as well on Osso. Barks snuck through there just before Villeneuve. Beautiful move there from Bartmandu. And now Osso's got Gameful all over the back of him as well. Gameful on the hard tyres.
Yeah, it's all falling apart for Osso.
This is a perfect example of why you don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Well, you all want to talk anyway.
I drive better after a drink, it's fine.
No, just...
Osso spun!
Oh no.
He spun on the way down to Akamina Rally. Oh.
That is why you don't drink and drive.
I didn't do that. I crashed out under a safety car reaching for a drink, so slightly different.
You didn't give yourself a chance to spin, you just went straight into the barrier instead.
Yeah, slightly different, but as Osso's now using his lawnmower again.
Yeah, he just didn't really attempt to take that chicane. I don't know if he was trying to keep out at way.
Jampot's dived into the pits.
Right, so we're starting to see strategies start to begin and tell a story now. He's going to be putting on the medium tyres, which by this point, you know, really should see him through till end. They'll be a bit sketchy come end, but I think that they will carry him through till end. He might need a safety car to help him out, but it's entirely possible that we could see another one at this point. Got 4 people with penalties on board at minute. Should see what penalties they've actually got.
Yeah, so Jampot putting the mediums on there. So is he going for a 2-stop, or is he hoping to get 22 laps out of a set of mediums?
I think when you're pitting on lap 10, you've tried to carry it softs out till end. I think he will be wanting to just do it 1 stop.
It's a lot of laps to put on their mediums, though, innit?
Yeah, we had a safety car quite late on in Tier 1, which really helped us out. But, you know, anything could happen in this race. With racing we've seen so far, it's been intense. It's been all out racing. It's not been halves. It's been full on racing.
As there we go.
Getting close to a Gameful again. He's in DRS range.
Ruben's commented saying tuning in on Osso mowing.
Yeah. You missed all the good parts. Bark's getting close to Gameful. He's got DRS and he's using his ERS. Is he going to go for a move around the outside into his Tamburello? Gameful sticks it to inside. Yeah, he gets that move done. Gameful sort of just had to back out. They are teammates, so you know you really don't want to be making contact with your teammate.
Oh, well, Gameful's got a better exit there. Oh, and he makes a move back going into Villeneuve there.
Yeah, incredible racing.
And now Mechanical's diving up the inside into Tosa.
Yeah, cheeky.
Oh, he's lost the rear.
Oh, the same place that he lost it last season. But he's still in the race this time. And Monkeys goes up the inside of Bark, just sort of forces his way through a little bit there. It really leaves space on exit, but he got the move done, and it was legal by the looks of stuff.
Oh, Teabag
picks up a penalty.
And I've missed Carl. Carl's picked up a 3-second penalty as well, out in the lead.
Right, so that's going to play into Toast's hands. If he can just stay within 3 seconds, doesn't have to go through the ordeal of making an overtake properly, he can just stick behind him. As long as he keeps it clean as well, but J-Doy, he's sitting pretty as well.
Mechanical's all over the back of Batman here now. He'll pick up DRS. Oh no, he's come straight into the pit.
Yeah, that's probably the right decision. He's done well to get these softs less until lap 12. Based on simulations we did in practice for Friday's race, we did predict that if you could get your softs to lap 12, 13, your mediums would make it till the end.
Colin has already pitted though, hasn't he? This is his second stop. I think he pitted lap 1.
Yes.
Or lap 2.
Yes, that's it.
Put the softs on.
It's just saying one stop for Colin, so...
Is it?
Yeah, unless it goes up to 2 stops when he leaves pit. You know, it's just saying 1 stop for Colin, so... Yeah, he's just had a pretty crazy race, hasn't he? And he's just gone sort of up and down through field. Saki, again, up into P4, that's... You know, he's doing everything he needs to do this race. He's made up...
Made up 9 positions. Second penalty as well. Not that he needs it, he's currently sat in P17. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, shame for him.
Ninjas all over the back of Kane Lowry here.
We've only lost 2 cars and we're 13 laps into the race, so we are seeing it's been hard racing, but it's been fair racing by and large.
Yeah, a couple of the viewers corrected me there, saying that Colin span, he didn't have damage, he didn't pit. My apologies, I knew he span, I thought he pitted, I thought he'd picked up damage.
Here we go, Gameful around the outside of T-Bag at Sambrello, doesn't quite make it stick. T-Bag puts his car exactly where he needs to put it.
But Gameful gets a good exit here, and he's made a couple of nice moves into Villeneuve. Probably learning from that lap 1 incident with Ninja, but...
Yeah.
As Kane Lowry's pitted, he's put on a set of mediums now as well.
I think Gameful's making these hard tyres work a treat. The other tyres are going to be going off at this stage. T-Bag's on mediums and he's struggling quite a lot by comparison to Gameful. He's all over the back of him. I think he will get this overtake done next lap.
Yeah, I will say, Gameful is one who always seems to make the hard tyres work.
Oh, he's going to be inside into Variante Alta, and he's made it stick, and he's got a good exit. T-Bag can't do anything. Oh, unlucky T-Bag. That was... we saw George Russell do that as well in the F1. That was a very ambitious overtake, and he made it work as well.
As we've had Carl and Toast both pit now from the soft tyres.
Let's see. Yeah, back onto mediums. Yeah, they should last till end now. And it's a straight fight until the end.
J-Doy's lost it. J-Doy's done a center.
No,
Safety car.
Right, so what do we see happen now? Do we see obviously medium guys will come into pit?
Well, that's it. The medium guys can't put a set of softs on here. Will Saki and Lutman maybe look at putting the hards on?
Yeah, you've got to, unless you're committed
just to definitely get you to the end.
Yeah, those soft tyres, they will not last for distance if you put them in now.
And looking at the gap here, Saki could pick up quite a few positions here if he does pit for the hards. Under the safety car, obviously, with the speed a bit restricted, that safety car's come out a lap later than Carl and Toast wanted.
Yeah, 100%. They've got it all to do now. We're going to have to fight back.
But they are now going to be on the back of everybody on fresh tyres.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just waits to see who in the top 6, 7 pit. I'm not expecting to see the hard guys pit, but anything's possible. So we'll ride on board the Gameful and see what he decides to do.
Well, that's it though. Your hard runners now, say Gameful monkeys, now come in and pop a fresh set of mediums on. It'll get them to the end.
And they haven't really lost out anything either, so let's see what Gameful does. He stays out. See what Monkeys does. He's coming into pits, so I think Gameful's made the wrong decision. Monkeys just plows into back. A Batman doing pit lane back. It was no comment. Just a silly bit of driving, really.
I just want to see where Saki comes out here now. Carl and Toast have both got past him.
P4.
It looks like he's coming out in P4. Or Jampot's coming up. Yeah, he has. He's come out in P4.
He's not really lost out, has he? But he's gained. If anything, he's got fresh tyres.
Yeah, that is a brilliant decision there from Saki. Sorry.
He's got the tools now that he needs to fight with the guys up front for the lead. Carl's going to be kicking himself for picking that penalty up because he's you know, he wasn't quite 3 seconds away from Toast anyway, but he was already well on his way to being 3 seconds away. He was more than halfway there. Now he's got Toast right up behind him.
Oh, Dan's just pointed something out. Why did
Go
Saki pit and put fresh mediums on? So that means Saki will have to pit again?
Were he not on hard tyre?
No.
Right.
No, it was Gameful and Monkeys were on the hard.
Yeah, oh dear. Yeah, well spotted, Dan. Well spotted. See, there's been that much going on. There's, you know, inevitably going to be some things we miss, but that's
I saw him pit. I saw him pit and come out back in P4 and thought, brilliant, what a move. And then I didn't even look at the tyres he had on. Wow.
So he's going to be needing another safety car now.
But he'll be hoping for a later safety car so he can just pit and get a fresh set of softs on. Do you know, while the pack's bunched up?
So Jampot, he's gained something from this 4-lap older mediums, but you could say that could be an advantage because they'll be worn in. So it's still all to play for.
See, Luckman did pit and he put a set of hards on. So he's now got his mandatory pit stop out the way and he's going to the end.
He is sitting pretty. By the end of the race, those hard tyres are going to be the side to be on. Granted, we don't get another safety car, of course.
Yeah, that's it. If there's another safety car, like I can see Gameful probably getting swallowed up quite early on here.
Yeah, 100%, and he's got that penalty as well. Toast is back in the lead of this race. He's got the net lead of the race as it stands.
No, Carl's still there. Carl's still there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's got that 3-second penalty.
Ah, right. Yeah, sorry. Apologies.
So all he's got to do is stick with him, and the gap wasn't really growing through that first stint before safety car. It was staying around 1.8 to 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So Toast has got that pace on him.
Well, that's it. When Carl got past him, he put a 1.5 second gap in the space of one lap, which I found quite amazing, to be honest. But then Toast did sort of just keep it consistent then around that time. It didn't seem to improve massively.
Yeah,
Carl didn't pull away any further.
Mistake because you see that gap starts to grow and you think, right, I've got to pull something out. Toast has played a blinder. He's just kept it calm, kept it collected, and just let himself build that gap back up as he needs to build it up.
As there we go, notification, safety car in this lap. Gameful's now starting to back the pack.
See if he gets a better restart than Toast did.
Well, this is it. He's on the hard tyres. He's going to want some heat in them tyres. And if I'm honest, I'm not too sure if he's got it.
Well, we're about to find out. Carl could swallow him whole here. I'll ride on board with Carl.
He looks like he's catching the safety car. He's slowed down. He's not gone yet. Oh, no, he's gone.
Yeah. So straight on ERS. Carl's in his slipstream. Ooh, I think he's going to try and go for a move. He's got to try and go for a move. No, he's not. He's been forced to the outside. Gameful putting his car exactly where he needs to put it. As long as he can stay in front, his advantage grows every lap. Ooh, Carl nearly loses it. That's Toast right up on his gearbox. Ooh. There's so much I want to say, but
this front five. Yeah, this front five are very, very close together.
It's scary.
Someone's the hat's a bit out of shape there at the back. I think that was King Luckman.
Yeah, he's not lost out. We've got Ninja.
Ninja's retired.
I'm not sure what happened when the contact got made, but it did look like he lost a bit of his wing before he went off track. Seeing a bit of dodgy driving again from Monkeys, making contacts. Not really a place you want to stick your car up inside, but look, if you've got space, you've got space. He picks up another penalty, so he's in 6 seconds.
So does Dylan.
So Osso's in position to capitalise on that, but he is dropping back from this group.
I'm just following this battle at the front now. Carl must be looking to get a move done here on Gameful.
He's got to have any shot at this lead.
Yeah, Gameful's not even using the RS to defend here. He's quite sensibly just accepting it and just trying to stick with him. Toast not as close as he was a lap ago, But look at the
he's got back
drive
a little
Gainful
bit.
gets there going into Villeneuve. It's unbelievable how he gets such track. Oh, who's that? Saki.
Yeah,
Saki's gone.
Saki off track, yeah. He's back on, but yeah, he's getting in way of cars. He's losing out big time. He's lost out, 4 positions then. Mechanical back up into P5. Wow. So he's just gone the long way around, basically, this race.
Yeah, well, Saki's... Oh, his Gainful's picked up 3 seconds as well now. And he's got toast all over the back of him.
Yeah. Is he going to make it hard for him? You can't go side by side there, guys. My word.
I wanted to commentate on it, but I just had to hold my breath and hope they both made it.
This is where Toast needs to get past Gainful, because he's going to start losing time to Carl. Now he really needs to get past Gainful.
Well, that's it. That gap's at 2 seconds already. Oh, we've lost Kane Lowry. And there's an Aston Martin. Is that Dylan?
Yeah.
Dylan off.
It's a shame for them. Dylan's
and who's that? Osso as well?
Yeah, it's Osso, yeah. Yeah, Dylan's tyres are cooked. Kane Lowry's out at race. Not really happened for him this race. Toast didn't quite get past Gainful, but he needs to get past, because while he's stuck behind Gainful, now Carl can build that gap.
Yeah, Gainful has actually gained on Carl a little bit there. 3 tenths on that straight.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah. So Toast is still within 3 seconds. He would like to be in front of him.
But that's it, as we get to the corners now, you'd expect to see Carl start pulling that gap away. There you go, we're up to 2 seconds.
Mechanical, he's reeling Jampot bit by bit. They're on the same tyres. I think Jampot's maybe slightly older. Let me just
two laps older.
Yeah. But he's doing what he needs to do. DRS gets enabled, he's going to be straight past. I don't think Jampot's within DRS range. Or is it just...
Oh, Mechanical picks up a 3-second penalty.
Sorry, Colin, sorry.
You know, curse of the commentator if ever you needed it. Gainful now, that gap at 2.3 to Carl Trim.
And DRS is enabled, so I would expect to see Toast get past on this straight now. Is Gainful going to make it hard for him? He doesn't, he just sticks to his line. Clever bit of driving, doing what he needs to do. And let's see what Jampot's... Mechanical got past Jampot, so... Yeah. Seeing some moves that we expected to see get made. Now let's see what Mechanical can do. He's got that 3-second penalty. If he sticks within 3 seconds of Gainful, he's going to pick a podium place up. He just needs to get that gap to Jampot now.
Toast has just set a purple sector 1, 9 tenths under the best time.
Wow. Yeah, so he's going to be reeling Carl Trim in now. He doesn't have to go for the overtake.
He's pulled a second in sector 1. He's now in DRS.
He's flying. I don't want to curse him, but I want him to get that win. Just because of bad luck, he's seen fruit start of the season at a purple sector 2.
Purple sector 2 as well.
Chicane, he nails that chicane. He's within 7 tenths. He's going to have DRS. So the fight at the front well and truly on. Blue, he's coming up to Bartmandu, but Bartmandu is within DRS of King Lupton as well. So
we just lost Dylan. Akamina Rally. Looks like Dylan's hit the wall. He's still on track. He's not DNF'd.
Been more of an ordeal for Dylan this race. Toast to 17.7. Fastest lap outright. He's gaining bags of time on Carl Trim. Is he going to go for the overtake? He goes to the inside of Tamburello. Oh, he doesn't make it. He goes off track. Oh, Carl Trim gets back past, but Toast wishes to fight another day.
I was trying to look at the ERS usage between the two there and kept flicking to the wrong driver as they kept swapping position.
Carl's on 30 and Toast is on 20. But as to be expected, we've just seen him go for an overtake. He's still within half a second.
Yeah, the only reason I looked is Toast coming to the end of the straight was around 7%.
This is box office stuff. We're going to be seeing around 2 definitely. Because
we've got Mechanical all over the back of Gainful as well now. He's less around half a second behind him.
Yeah, so we could see a couple of overtakes. Jampot's sticking with him. He's on the cusp of DRS, but if he gets a chicane wrong, he could lose it. He looks to be quite timid through chicane.
And that's it. Toast and Jampot and Bartmandu are the 3 guys with no penalties at the top 10.
Yep, so they're gonna gain big time. Ooh, Toast has dropped back from Cal, but I think he is still close.
He's still got DRS, yeah. Teabag's gone.
We're going to see a safety car. But did Toast get in front of Cal before it got called?
No, I think he's got to hand that position back. He has. Yeah, he's just handed it back. Yeah, we've lost Teabag at Ravazza 1.
Oh, lucky Teabag.
Oh no, Toast has took the position back.
Right, so he must have been in front just. It would definitely fractions, but yeah, if Game's telling him to give, Game's told Cal to give position back, so he must have thought he was behind as well to give that position back.
Toast 5-second penalty, ignoring yellow flag.
What? Right, so why did Cal give that position back? I think we're definitely going to see an appeal there.
That is strange. That is strange.
Yeah,
like I say, you know, it looked like Toast had got the message to give the position back because he backed off at turn 2.
Yeah.
And then decided to overtake him coming into Villeneuve. I'm not sure if they were, regardless of Delta, he decided to go quick. I'm not too sure what happened there.
I think we will see an appeal in Stewart's page about that because Games obviously told him 2 different things.
Yeah, a bit strange though. Bit strange.
That's left him with it all to do.
Like I said though, it looked like Toast. Oh, he's pitting.
Wait, does it?
But does this mean he's going to have to serve that 5 seconds here?
Possibly, yeah.
Which is surely not what he wants.
Not ideal at all. I'll ride on board with him in pits. No, we're getting.
Yeah, no, he's serving the 5 seconds.
Oh no. Well, that was a short 5 seconds, it seemed. He's put softs back on. Jampot did get out in front of him, so Breakfast Club getting too close for comfort.
Yeah, that's it. He's lost out to Jampot, Mechanical, Gameful. They've all pitted and put brand new softs on as well. So Cal might get caught out here. Cal's hope is that the 3 guys behind him hold the rest of the pack up enough that he can put a bit of a gap in and go.
Yeah. But I can't see it happening. If Bark's looking at a race win on his hands, he's going to be pushing like crazy.
Dan said it looks like Carl was ahead when the safety car came out. Yeah, that was my thinking, and that's why Toast backed off into turn 2 and let Carl back through, but then he did overtake him again. I'm not too sure why or what happened there.
That's what's making me think that Games maybe told Carl to give position back. And obviously they've tripped up over each other a little bit. But yeah, it's massively unlucky for Toast. Let's see what he can do with his soft tyres in final part out race.
But that's it. No, you got Gameful in 5th position on a brand new set of softs. The guys in front of him all on 7 and 8 lap old mediums and hards. Gameful could be your race winner here.
He has got that 6 seconds, bear in mind, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Safety car in this lap, so we haven't let everyone catch back up.
And that message has come out late, so they've not had a chance to back the pack up.
It looks like we've all seemed to catch up nicely, so that front group, yeah, wow, they have caught up nicely. Let's see, back to racing.
Just on board with Carl now, is obviously he's hoping the 3 guys behind him can hold the rest of the fresh soft runners up.
Yeah, Jampot. Ooh, Blue New Solo and Gameful going side by side, but Blue loses out there. Toast has got a massive run on Jampot. He's going to go up the inside at Villeneuve. Is he going to make it stick? Don't collide. Jampot hangs it round the outside. Oh, and he gets the exit bad, so Toast is going round the outside at Tosa. And yeah, Jampot gets the inside covered off. Yeah, good bit of racing there. Side by side for a number of corners. Saki, he's spun it. Coming out of Tamburello by it looks of stuff, so he's lost out big time.
I'm just looking at the comments, and Steve's commented saying this is going to be exciting. I might have another heart attack at this rate.
Oh no. Probably best if you turn off, Steve will tell you what happens.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Steve unfortunately had an heart attack last week, so he is currently in the hospital. As Toast has picked up 3 seconds.
Oh no.
Gameful up to 3rd.
Bark's just got to stick within 3 seconds, but he is losing that. He's losing time.
Oh!
Picked up a 3 second.
Gameful's gone.
Yeah,
Jampot's gone.
Collected Luckman. So
Lookman's
lost
gone.
out. Jampot's gone. Oh dear.
I'm not too sure what happened there. It looked to me Gameful was in the front, and it looks like someone's collected the rear of Gameful.
So Toast is back up to P4. He's got Mechanical for company, and he's quite close behind him as well. He's got Monkeys behind him, so I'd be looking in my rear view as well.
But that's it. Cal at the moment is in a good position. He's got over 3 seconds to. Oh, he's got 2.2 to back, and it's slowly going up. He needs 3 seconds to pull out back. Currently sat in net P1.
Yeah.
Because everyone around him has penalties.
Let's see what the tyre age is. So Bark's mediums are a lot fresher than Carl's mediums, so he should have a little bit of a pace advantage. But these soft guys are going to be catching him hand over fist.
Yeah.
As Mechanical is catching him hand over fist, he's right up on his gearbox. But Sosa's even closer. Is he going to go for a move into the backside? He's gaining on him. He's gaining. Wants it outside, but he's had to back out of it. A little bit of contact got made. Yeah, he tried to stick it right outside, but that's ambitious. He gets a really good run coming out at corner though, and I would expect him to go for a move, but he just ducks out at slipstream a little bit too early. Yeah, so this is going to be a close finish, whichever way you cut it.
It is. Carl's pulled another 2 tenths out on Bark now, that gap up to 2.4. And this is it. Carl's hoping that Bark can hold these guys up behind him on the fresh softs.
And Toast tried to go up the inside at Villeneuve.
But saying that,
Colin, is he going to go up the inside at Toast? No, he's not. He fakes it. Ooh.
All these fresh soft runners have got penalties. You know, the 3 that could challenge for the win here, Monkeys, Unethical, Toast and Mechanical, have all got penalties. Carl's got penalties. Bark is currently sat in net P1.
But the gap's growing. The gap is growing. So
the gap is going up quite massively. Yeah, there you go. We're over 3 seconds now.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fight for third place. We're watching the fight between Colin and Toast for third place. As Colin's getting very close to Bartmandu. He looks at Rivazza, but he a struggle. But
we've lost Dylan out of Akamina Rally. He's at the wall.
Yeah,
he's gone.
He's not had best race, has he? Probably happy that it's over for him. Yeah, Colin's got DRS. He blasts past Bartmandu. Toast is going to blast past Bartmandu as well. Can these guys build a gap? Can they build a gap? And can Toast get past Mechanical? That's a big question, because this is net P3 as it stands, and they are on the soft tyres. Bartmandu's on 11 lap old mediums, so they will have the pace over him. And we've got 5 laps to build that gap up to 3 seconds. It's still too early to call who's going to be on podium. I think Carl's losing time now. Colin is catching Carl quite quickly, quite considerably. If they can get past Carl and build a gap to back, yeah, it's Mechanical could still get this race win.
That's it. You know, your top 3 now all having them penalties. It looks like Monkey's just got Bark as well. Bark's battled him back. Oh, have they hit the wall? What's happened?
Yeah, I think they just tried to go side by side through the chicane. Monkeys ended up putting exit out of it. He's had to get position back.
Bark's took the position back.
Yeah, at least to get it back. I mean,
let's see what Toast does here on the straight now on Colin.
Got DRS.
But they have brought that gap down by around 1.4 seconds on that lap.
Yeah, we know he's got the pace. He goes to the inside. Easy move. He makes it look easy. He's gone up the inside into Sambrello, and look at Carl. He's getting bigger and bigger. And Toast is in DRS range of Carl. So Monkeys has dropped out of 3 seconds. This is for the race win. Wowzers. Oh, Mechanical gets a bit messy. Carl is going to lose out. He's going to lose out here. He should have pitted. Yeah, Toast is right.
Well, that's it. You're gonna get the next few laps or so. I'd expect the softs to start going off a little bit though.
Yeah, but you got to remember these have all got the same penalties, so it's all about track position at this point. He's going to be in DRS range quite easily. I think he's going to get this overtake done.
Yeah,
DRS,
he's within 4/10 coming into this, so I'd expect him to get the move done. It's just whether or not he pushes too hard now and picks up another penalty.
Yeah, well, that's a very good point. It's really easy to do.
Saki?
Oh, don't tell me we're going to see another safety car. He's kept moving. Good racing. Yeah, DRS is going to do it. Going to go to the inside. Carl tries to squeeze him, but doesn't quite do it early enough.
And Mechanical's going for a move as well.
He gets it done.
Oh! Carl off track though, he completely cuts that chicane.
Yeah. Slab Monkeys to catch up, but he's got a 6 seconds, so that's inconsequential for him. Batmandu's within range of he's within range of Monkeys. I'm not quite sure he's in range of Carl, so he might not be on the podium as it stands. But Toast into the race lead. He's had it all to do this race, and he's still got 3 laps to do. So he's still got a little bit of work to do. Mechanical's within the RS range.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Colin now. Let's see what he can do. He'll be hoping to, like I said, make amends for his race here last season where he unfortunately threw the lead away.
Yeah, big time. He's going to have that playing in his mind. He's going to have.
Carl's picked up another 3 seconds.
So that puts Bark onto the podium as it stands. He's 4.4 behind him. That'd be a great result for him. Here we go, DRS. Colin's got it. He's not quite close enough to get the move done this lap, but all he's got to do is just keep getting closer to Toast, keep getting closer, because it is a battle for race lead. And at this stage, it's looking like it could be a battle for win.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I agree with what Dan's just said there. Colin deserves a win.
Yeah.
To think he went through last season as a title challenger but never got a race win.
Yeah. That's a rare feat in F1, let alone in league racing.
For any MotoGP fans, it's kind of like a Johan Mir of 2020. He picked up his first race win at the last race of the season, but won the championship.
I think Keke Rosberg's the only guy in F1 to do it without winning a race. That was in 1982, 83. Colin gets a bit messy coming out at chicane, so he's dropped out of DRS range sadly, so this battle's been put on hold for a lap. But he's still got time, and he is quicker than Toast, who is gaining on him.
Yeah, just jumped on board with Gameful. It looks like he's trying to make a move on Bark here. He has got him down into before Ravazza 1.
Yeah.
As Dan's just commented saying, come on, Dimster. Dimster's gone under the radar a little bit, but he may pick up 3 positions here. No, sorry, 2. Yeah, he might only pick up the 1 on Gameful because there is a 5-second gap from Gameful to Monkeys.
Bark's gone round the outside of Tamburello. Very ambitious move on a teammate as well, very brave. Has he got wing damage possibly? Has he got rear wing damage? His car looks quite dirty. As he lets Gameful back through. Are these guys doing a little bit of ding dong now, or they're just messing around a little bit? I'm not sure, but there's definitely some trading positions. Colin gets a 3-second.
So that's it. 4 of your top 5 have got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, so all Toast has got to do now is finish without another penalty.
Well, that's it. I'll have a quick look in Race Director now. Let's see incidents and see where Toast got his penalty.
Dims is getting very close to the back of Batmandu, but there's a little DRS train going. Blue New Souls behind him. He's waiting to pounce if any mistakes get made. Incredible racing. It's been a brilliant race. Truly brilliant. We've seen a lot of overtakes. We've seen a lot of close racing. Tier 3, they've impressed yet again.
Yeah, so Toast has only had 1 warning since his 3-second penalty.
Right, so he's got 1 more lap to do. You know, he's not gonna bottle it surely. And it'd be good to see after bad luck he's had. Start at season.
That's it. He's deserved 2 race wins already. As Dimster's made it past Blue New Soul. Blue's made it past Dimster.
Yeah. So he's looking to get a wriggle on. He's got a couple of cars in front.
And that's it. It's a shame that there's that gap there between Monkey and Gameful. But Gameful is, as you say, he's going to drop down to P9.
Yeah. You see Toast come through. She came for the final time. Probably last problem he's going to have this lap. And he's done it nicely. Colin, it's a shame for Colin because he started on pole. He's had one of those races where it's just gone backwards for him, then gone back up again. And he deserved race win just as much, but we are going to see Toast come across the line.
Dempster's picked up 3 seconds.
Great job by him. Colin comes home in second place. And Carl Trim, he's got the gap to make it a third place, a well-earned third place. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was fantastic.
Let's see where Gameful ends up here.
Today it's going to be tricky.
Gameful ends up P7. Bark and Blue have both jumped in there. Dempster P8, also P9, Jampot. But a disappointing race there from Jampot, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it just didn't go his way, did it?
And Saki, after looking so good early on, you know, finishing essentially a lap down there.
Yeah, and Luckman as well, getting collected by whatever happened just after the safety car restart. I think he'd have been contender for driver at day, if I'm being honest, but sadly not to be for him today.
Yeah, unfortunate though. Again, what a race. You know, Tier 3 don't like us having an easy job. They really don't.
No, I mean, we've got dodgy hearts as it is. Just ask Steve. If he was taking part in that race, Jesus.
Yeah, Colin's just commented, and I was going to bring this up. I was just waiting. He's mentioned about his name being in there for driver of the day. You know, he was almost last.
Yeah.
After spinning out. And, you know, he's fought back to P2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got a long way around, and he has made that result. You know, from where he started to where he went, to only lose one position by the end of it.
Yeah, brilliant recovery drive. We've had, you know, Carl, who had a brilliant drive. He was unfortunate there, you know, that late safety car's cost him because he had the race win there. He had the race win. Saki was up there in a podium position and got caught out because he made the wrong strategy. You know, Monkeys, a lot of overtakes. Yeah,
I'm inclined to give it to Colin. I want to say Colin just because of the race that he's had.
Yeah, just because of Colin's comment, I think I might give it to Osso because it's his birthday instead.
I agree completely.
No, I think that's definitely one to take offline, and
yeah,
definitely one we need to discuss because there's a lot of contenders for that though.
Yeah, but guys, thanks for joining us for what was another classic in Tier 3. Brilliant racing.
Terry has just commented saying that's frustrating as a Jam fan, but also as a Toast fan, great race. Well, that's it. If you're a fan of Jam on Toast, you're never going to be disappointed.
Let's just hope you prefer Toast instead. Nah, well, you know, it was one of them races where we knew we couldn't call it. Like, it were always going to be crazy, but I couldn't keep up with it a lot of the time that time.
Yeah, it was difficult. And like you say, safety cars coming out when you least expect it. Just random incidents that you thought might have brought a safety car out that didn't. And, you know, it's, again, Tier 3 does not disappoint.
Never disappoints. Another classic race. Just that's the best word for it, isn't it? It's classic Tier 3.
Yeah, definitely. I will just say though, as of next week, we will be streaming this on Twitch as our primary streaming service. It was supposed to go live tonight, but I had a couple of technical issues. So make sure anyone who's tuned in, make sure you give our Twitch stream a follow. I'll just comment with the link to our Twitch.
God, I need to lie down.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I think that's going to be all from us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's not a lot more we can say, is there? I think we said everything. The proof is there. It's easier to watch it than it is to listen to what we're saying, really. But I do recommend watching it again. I'll be watching it again at some point.
Yeah, definitely. And that's it. As I said, we will be streaming on Twitch going forward for Tier 2, Tier 3 and our F2 division. But the streams will be put onto our YouTube channel as well, so you will still be able to catch up on YouTube. But we do recommend following our Twitch just so you
Yeah.
can comment live.
Yeah, that's going to be the preferred platform going forward. But we'll keep you guys updated. As it happens. That's the plan. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah, so as I said, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks, Josh, for joining me on comms.
No, it's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure as always.
And
Cheers, guys. Cheers for
thank
joining
you,
us.
Tier 3, for giving us a show again.
100%.